On a chilly December afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Cincinnati Bengals. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On play action, it's Mahomes. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all. And I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Now, this defense for the Bengals, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce.
And he will have a Chiefs first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. A big play there for KC. 46 yards.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one, and there's an example on this first possession of the game.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Now they send a man in motion right. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And the Chiefs are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A stop there on third. They could have held them to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on first and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I go right at them with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on third down.
They'll try to run this one in, and they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They'll try to run this one in. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's third and goal. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his 12th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 31, Jones. That's complete to John Ross. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Now that's a tough throw because he's moving to his left. He's got to get his shoulders pointed back right to throw it all the way across field to try and connect. Unable to do so.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
You know, it was tough for them to stand on the sidelines and watch the other team take it downfield and score, wasn't it? So they knew when they got on the field, it's on them. Pick up first downs, get downfield and score. How about them picking up that third and short?
I was just going to say, you and I were talking before the game, those third down conversions are going to be huge in this one. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Pick me up. Here we go.
Throwing Jones. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Jones. They'll roll him out right. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
Jones off the play fake. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Odell Beckham, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. But Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial. I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle? And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. Two division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
And he'll find Chase on the right side, complete. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
He's got Hurst, his tight end.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Inside handoff to Mixon. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Watch the twist.
From the 44, Jones sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Now he exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off. Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 61 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
He'll buy some time right. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Mecole Hardman with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Chiefs go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this 3rd drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of the tiebreaker, isn't it?
Odell Beckham Jr. 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Odell Beckham 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And, Charles, no two ways around it. Anytime you get the current #1 and #2 seeds in the AFC playing each other this late in a season, it's a big game.
It is definitely a big game, and not just for seeding and placement and such, but for trying to establish yourself as a team to beat. You want everyone else in the league to look at you and say, boy, it's going to be tough to knock those guys off.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. And let's pin the mirrors back and go.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. They'll set up the screen here to mix it. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll look to throw again. Being chased out left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit,
Their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Chidobe with a pick.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now Jones, off play action. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase, 36 yards. And the Bengals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
We got three, fellas, we got three.
On first down, Mahomes shakes off the sack. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three? This one fielded at the 5. And he returns this to the 22. The Bengals drive about to get going. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, result in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now. They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Off the play fake, Jones. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. Rolling to his right.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A first down there on a pickup of 25. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Here's Jones. Throwing on first down. There goes a deep ball. End zone.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off by Juan Thornhill.
And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
104 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
And some room to roam now. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
Once he broke through that first wave of defenders, there was a pretty big gap there for him to run.
And it helps that they were in a dime defense. That's 6 defensive backs. So this is why a lot of teams now are searching for those linebacker safety combo type guys who can add a little bit more size on the defensive side of the ball, but can still run as well. Because when you run against 6 DBs with some bigger offensive linemen, you often get this result.
DJ Reader there on the tackle.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now Mahomes.
He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll go. It's Edwards-Helaire. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. To throw on 2nd and 6, Jones. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Off play action. Jones. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Leo Chanel. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Bengals drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being confident.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. A big play there for Cincinnati. 44 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. 32 yards. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Back to throw again. Buying time to his left. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Daniel Jones taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bengals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive, because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? And they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game. And we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
They go play fake. Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman, 42 yards. And the Chiefs add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple.
Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Off the play fake, Jones.
And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones steps away to his left. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. John Ross, 33 yards. And the Bengals have cut it back within a score.
Well, after another passing touchdown, I don't think it'd be an understatement to say that he's in the zone, and I believe he likes it.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity, or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Mahomes going to throw it here. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause of the action. A timeout here defensively. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Jackson, the man in motion right. Now Mahomes. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And not a blitz there, but still able to get there from a strong safety position.
Yeah, I think that was a great example of what they call football IQ. Recognizing he was open, had a chance, and went ahead and got to the quarterback.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Here's Jones. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Now Jones.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Jones.
Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Hey, you've got your 1st down. Get up to the line of scrimmage and spike it.
So from inside the 20.